I'm sent from up and down the highway. A little I have seen, a little I have been. A frame that's weighing down my eyelids, pulling down my head.
Hey, how's it going this morning or this afternoon or this evening, wherever you are? I'm just out in the middle of Alberta on the prairies, photographing an abandoned grain elevator, abandoned grain elevator, and the ghost town. The town's called Esther. It's about 3.5 hours from Calgary, so got up at 5:30, made it out of town after 6 sometime, and here I am. Yeah, it's a cool little spot. I will show you a bit more B-roll, I guess, and then I'm gonna photograph the grain elevator and see what other images are to be had here in the town of Esther. So yeah, it's looking really nice today. The clouds are kind of cool and moody, just what I was hoping for. So yeah, I'm gonna get cracking.
A picture I keep on a shrine, the future in my mind, the light I keep inside. A feeling closer, sun gets closer, the lifelines on my hand fade with every step.
So yeah, I'm just photographing the grain elevator behind me. It's pretty fresh out here right now, so I have to put on another coat. I think there's snow along the way, and it was mostly around 0 or 1 degrees driving up. But when I checked the temperature when I got here, and it was 4 degrees Celsius. So yeah, cold and hands a little shaky actually. Not used to the cold. Anyway, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just sort of walking around the grain elevator. Took a few long shots with the little road in, kind of in the foreground, sort of trying to get something that sort of had a leading line in towards the elevator. Now I'm looking around for some context shots, and there's this barbed wire here behind me, so I'm trying to use that to kind of get some foreground. I like to do, even when I'm shooting elevators, sometimes I like to get the clean elevator shot alone, but also I like to try to get in some foreground shots as well, just to give a little bit of environmental context to the building, sort of like you do with landscape. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to keep looking around and seeing if I can find some foreground elements and some compositions here in a second. Okay, so yeah, just walking around the elevator now. Took some shots with some foreground. I might switch, go back to my car and switch it to a wide angle lens and do some more of those foregrounds. Just sometimes I find if you have a foreground and you can get up close to it and shoot it that way, it looks really cool. So I'm gonna do that, but right now, just trying to get a direct on shot from behind the elevator. Unfortunately, there's a cattle pasture right on the other side, so I can't shoot it straight on from the front, but I'm going to photograph the back anyway right now.
Park a little closer to your home if it felt right. Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, this grain elevator is beautiful. It's really it's starting to fall apart pretty bad, but it's so textured when the paint wears off the wood, and it just leaves this incredible texture and feeling and grit and stuff like that. It's just there's nothing like it actually. And you know, I was trying to think of why I like photographing elevators so much, and then it sort of dawned on me just the feeling of it, and the texture of the images, and the grit, and the sort of the disappearing, you know, disappearing back into nature. It's just an amazing subject to photograph, and I know it's pretty narrow and maybe sort of specialist and rural Canadian as far as subject matter, but just so much fun to shoot, and to see the countryside out here too is amazing. In these small little towns before they disappear, so beautiful. Anyway, so I'm gonna keep photographing. I'm just working around the perimeter of the building, so stay tuned, and I'll throw up if I haven't been throwing up shots already, just as I've taken these, I'll throw up here a bunch at the end of the elevator before I sort of try to photograph the town itself.
It's still light outside, I got to carry on, I still need time, I need some time. Shape my buttons that fell off along the years, they have grown on and still grow on. The strings they break right, but they always sound good, I keep them to keep them.
Okay, I'm done photographing the elevators, and then I'm gonna shoot the town. But I just wanted to say about composition, when I photograph elevators, like there's two things that well, there's a bunch of things, but two important things that I think about on compositional terms. I try to give one face of the elevator, so when you're looking at it, you can either see one or two faces, and so I try to give one face of the elevator prominence. So I'll generally either give the side of the elevator prominence and just have a slice of the front, or I'll do the front prominent and give a slice to the side. I just find that works better than just kind of a straight kind of almost like a right degree triangle kind of perspective. So I do that. And then the other thing I'll just say is the closer you get, the more distorted it is, and it's harder to straighten out the angles. So I try to use that in the composition to emphasize the effect I'm looking for. I either try to stand further back and sort of zoom in a bit if I want to keep things really straight, but if I want to get some distortion, then I go close and try to go wide. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Just cold. I think I'm gonna go in my car and warm up my hands before I do anything else here, since my hands are shaking quite a bit. Geez, 4 degrees is colder than you think. When it's winter, 4 degrees seems like heaven, but yeah. Anyway, so I'm just gonna warm up and then I'll go back to photographing the town. Some photos and footage from Esther. I'm done here. I'm gonna keep going. I don't know if I'm gonna try to look for another spot or if I'm gonna head home. But if this is the end of the video, I'll throw up some photos if I thought I should show them and I haven't put them up already. But otherwise, if this is the end, thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Hope you enjoyed this. Take care. So I'm because I'm this far out, I thought I'd stop just at the town of Loverna. It used to be a big town, but now there's not much here. So I'm not going to do too much in the way of talking. I'll probably do some b-roll, but otherwise I'll just show you the photographs that I've taken from Oyen, and then I'm going to actually call this an end because I got a long drive ahead. So enjoy the photos, enjoy the b-roll, and we will see you on the next one. Cheers.